Hi guys, it's Katie and today we are going to be doing a book haul that is long overdue. So for Christmas I ended up getting a gift card to Half Price Books, and I went to Half Price Books back in like January. I meant to do a book haul then, but now it's March and I've collected quite a bit of books since then. So I'm just going to be sharing with you guys all the books that I've collected since the beginning of this year. So yeah. And I've only actually bought a few of them. A few of them my mom found for me at a thrift store, so that's why I have them. But either way, I'm going to share them with you guys. I'm going to go ahead and show you guys what I got at Half Price Books first. So this bag's going to annoy me because it's so loud and bag-like. But I'm going to share with you guys the books that I purchased here. It's been a while because I bought these in January and I've had them sitting in this bag since then because I wanted to haul them before I put them on my shelves. And I don't really have room on my shelves anyway, but I kind of forgot what books I bought, so this is going to be, like, fun for both of us. So I'm just going to go in here and pull out a book. So I ended up purchasing the Star Wars trilogy. This is the first three, these are 4, 5, and 6, I guess. These are from the original trilogy, not the prequel trilogy, I guess. I don't really understand how the Star Wars books work because there's so many of them and I don't know which ones are legit and which ones aren't. I mean, I'm guessing this is like one of the first few books. I don't really know. I'm kind of confused because one of them is written by George Lucas and the other two are written by other people, so I don't know how these books work, but I recently just watched all the Star Wars movies. I've never seen them before and I just watched them a few months ago with my friends and my boyfriend. So yeah, I kind of like the universe and I wanted to read about it, so my boyfriend grabbed this book and he's like, buy this, so I bought it. I don't know if you guys know anything about the Star Wars universe and what books to read that are like in an order that makes sense. Let me know, because there's like a billion jillion books for Star Wars out there, so let me know what books are good, and I want to pick them up and kind of read more about the universe. But I purchased this one. It was only like $2, so yay. Let's see what's else. What is this? This is big. Oh, so I ended up also buying Clash of Kings by George R.R. Martin. I think this is the second. Oh yeah, this is book 2. Oh yeah, this is book 2 of the Game of Thrones series. I have the first one and I thought, I have a gift card, why not pick up the second one? So I did. I still have yet to read these because they are a mammoth of a book, and I really should have bought these in like the bigger edition, not the mass market paperback edition, because this font is going to give me a migraine. I don't know. I really want to watch the show because I haven't really gotten into it, but I hear great things. But I wanted to read the books before I watched the show, but then my friend's telling me that reading the books while watching the show is a lot easier, or watching the show first, because all the characters, you can kind of keep track of them better. But then I feel like if I watch the show and read the book, there's going to be different plot lines because TV shows are never close to the books. And then I feel like I'll just get confused like I am with Shadowhunters because I'm watching the show and I'm reading the books at the same time. And I just keep getting confused. I think Shadowhunters comes back soon. Anyway, I just get confused because I don't remember what happened in the show and what happened in the book, and it's bad. It's bad. Let's see what else is in here in the Magical Wonder. Ooh, this is another giant book. Oh, I forgot that I bought this. I purchased Tales from the Shadowhunters Academy by Cassandra Clare and Sarah Reed. Okay, there's a lot of people wrote this book. Yeah, short stories. Okay, I bought this book because I'm doing the Shadowhunter read-along with Emma Books and all that. So I'm excited to buy this book because I didn't have it and I wanted it kind of just on my shelf. I still have a few more of the Shadowhunter books to purchase before I have the whole collection. I need to get Lady Midnight and Lord of Shadows still. I kind of want to get the Shadowhunters Codex to read through that. But I'm currently reading City of Fallen Angels, so yay. What else is in this bag? Oh, okay, yeah. I purchased After You by Jojo Moyes. This one was $7.99. This is the sequel to Me Before You, and I've been wanting to read this ever since I finished Me Before You like a while ago, and I just never got around to it. I think there's actually like a third or fourth book. I don't know how many. I know that for a fact there's a third book of this series. But I do want to read this because I really enjoyed Me Before You, and I want to read more of this book and cry, and it would be great. Yeah. This is just like a mega, oh, this poor book has a red line in it. This is just like a present because like I totally forgot what books I bought because it's been so long, so it's just like, hey, new book. The next book I purchased was at $9.49. The next book I got was The Last Star by Rick Yancey. This is the third and I believe the final book in the Fifth Wave series. I saw the Fifth Wave movie when it came out and I still have yet to read the series. I really enjoyed the movie and I enjoyed the story, but I just never got around to reading it. I wanted to read it before the movie came out, but it didn't happen. It just didn't happen. But I want to really read this series because I really like it, and I kind of don't know how the second and third book are going to go in the series just because how the first kind of movie left off. I don't know. Plus it takes place in Ohio. Represent. Like, come on. I gotta read it. I gotta read it. I really don't remember what I bought. Oh, I didn't know I bought this one too. I bought the third book, Storm of Swords by George R.R. Martin from the Game of Thrones series. Yeah, I had to buy them all in these mass market paperbacks. I think I wanted to get like the rest of the series, but they didn't have the fourth one or something in like mass market paperback, and I want all my books to match, so the series is going to hurt when I start reading it, but now I have the first three and it's going to take me 10 years to read, so that's great. And I think, yeah, there's only, ooh, I love when they give you free bookmarks. Oh my god! This dude gave me like 30 bookmarks. Like, what? Oh my goodness. They gave me so many bookmarks. Okay, well, that's cool. You can, I like literally thought about buying bookmarks when I was there because they were cute, but then they gave me like 50,000 half-price books coming in clutch. Okay. Goodbye, bag. So I bought one more book. It's another Star Wars book, and it is called Yoda Dark Rendezvous. Yoda Dark Rendezvous, a Clone Wars novel, and it's by Sean Stewart. So this isn't by George Lucas, yeah. This isn't by George Lucas. I don't really know what this book's about, but like, okay, Yoda is my favorite character in the Star Wars universe. He's just so savage. I loved him. I think it was the fifth or sixth movie, one of them. But like when Luke goes to like find Yoda and Yoda's like playing dumb, he's like, I don't know who Yoda is, and he just starts eating all of like Luke's food. Yoda's great. Okay. Yeah, I don't really know what this book is about, but it sounded fun to read and I want to get into Star Wars, so I bought it. So those are all the books that I purchased from Half Price Books. Now I'm going to go ahead and show you guys some books that I bought at Barnes & Noble. I went to Barnes & Noble with the intention to buy Zenith when it came out, because like I went the day that Zenith was released, but my Barnes & Noble didn't have Zenith and I was really sad. Like I searched the whole store and I couldn't find it, and I still have yet to buy it. I want to read it because it sounds interesting, and I started reading like the part 1 ebook when it came out, but I stopped reading like halfway through it because I found out shortly after I started reading it that it was coming out and going to be like a real book, so I wanted to get the real copy. So that's where that stands. I'll read it eventually. But I ended up purchasing, I bought Otherworld by Jason Segel because this was part of the biannual Bibliothon back in January, so I bought this book so I could read it, and I did end up reading it, and it was really good. I really enjoyed the world and everything. If you guys want to hear more about my thoughts, go ahead and watch my biannual Bibliothon wrap up, and you can see what I thought about this book. But yeah, I did read this. What do you know? I read a book that is part of a recent book haul. Amazing. And the second book that I bought at Barnes & Noble, which I also intended to buy along with Zenith, but I didn't get Zenith, but I did get this book because it was there. And that is The Becoming of Noah Shaw. Oh my goodness, I was so hyped for this book because I love the Mara Dyer trilogy. I have a review of the first Mara Dyer book if you guys want to. I totally can't talk. I have a review of the first Mara Dyer book if you guys want to go ahead and watch that as well on my channel somewhere. But I did review it a few years ago, and I actually started reading this. I'm only like maybe 50 pages in. But I love Noah Shaw. Noah Shaw is like my favorite character. The whole series was just so great. And I'm really excited to read this book and jump into this world again because I just love it so much. It's so good. I'm so excited to read this book. Well, I am reading this book and I'm so excited. Although I'm kind of confused. It's been like a few years since I finished the Mara Dyer trilogy. Well, I read the first book like ages ago, and then I read the third book quite recently, maybe like in the last year or so. But I'm kind of confused because like a lot of the stuff I kind of forgot, and I kind of don't know who any of these characters are. But hopefully it'll like make sense once I get a little bit deeper into this book. And Noah seems a lot different than I remember him. But I don't know, maybe I'm just clouded by love. But yeah, I'm enjoying it so far. I love the character so much, and it's kind of different to see the story in Noah's point of view rather than Mara's. I feel like it doesn't have a lot of the dark elements that the first book had, but I mean, you know, the story changed a bit. I'm only like a few pages in, but either way, I'm excited to finish reading this, so yay. And oh my god, this is going to be a series. And they like revealed the cover for the second book, and I'm so excited. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. Okay. Next few books I'm going to be showing you are books that my mom picked up for me from a thrift store or something, or the library. I don't know where she got them, but she just comes home and gives me books all the time because I'm a nerd. They're all by James Patterson. I haven't really read anything by James Patterson. I don't know if they're good or not. Let me know. I also don't know what half these books are about because I don't know. But I'm gonna show you guys what they are anyway. I researched a few of them, and some of them are like the second books in a series, so who knows. But I'm gonna show them to you guys anyway. So the first book is Second Chance. It's kind of creepy how there's giant faces on the back of all these books, but I don't know what this book's about. I feel like, okay, huh. Oh, I think this is the second book in a series because it says his second thriller in his Dazzling New Woman's Murder Club series, so I guess this is like the second book in a series. I don't know. Killings of Brox. Let's go. I feel like James Patterson would be something I'd be interested in because he kind of tells a lot of like mystery thrillers, and I kind of like that genre, so you know, I should give him a chance. I have one of his books. I have his Confession series because the first book sounded interesting. I just haven't gotten around to reading it yet. Story of my life. I don't know. Apparently this is a crime story. I don't know if it's the second book in a series or not, but I don't know. I have it. Yay. Books. The next book is called You've Been Warned. His face is on the back of this book too. What is this book about? You've been very, very nice. Kristen Burns has lived her life by the philosophy, don't think, just shoot. Pictures, that is. Okay. Oh, so it's about a photographer. That sounds interesting. Struggling to make ends meet. She works full-time as the nanny for a fabulously wealthy Turnbull family. Looking after their two wonderful children. You've been naughty, very naughty. But Kristen has a major distraction, forbidden love. The man of her dreams is almost hers for keeps, breathless with inexhaustible passion. She ignores all signs of catastrophe brewing. Fear exists for a reason, and Kristen can dismiss the warnings. For just so long, searching desperately for the truth through the lens of her camera, she can only hope that it's not too late. This novel of psychological suspense is stunning. Okay, so I guess this is like kind of like a psychological thriller type of love story thing. It doesn't really give too much information, but it sounds like something I would enjoy, so we'll give it a chance. The next one I have, this is beefy. We've got Now You See Her. And another creepy face on the back. I'm sorry. Okay, let's see what this book's about. To save her own life, Nina Bloom vanished. Now, to rescue an innocent man, she confronts the killer she thought she escaped forever. A successful lawyer and loving mother, Nina Bloom would do anything to protect her life she's built in New York, including lying to everyone, even her daughter, about her past. But when an innocent man is framed for murder, she knows that she can't let him pay for the real killer's crimes. Nina's secret life begins 19 years ago. She had looked to die for a handsome police officer husband and a carefree life in Key West. When she learned she was pregnant with their first child, her happiness was almost overwhelming. But Nina's world shattered when she unearthed a terrible secret that caused her to run for her life and change her identity. Now, years later, Nina risks everything she's earned to return to Florida and confront the murderous evil she fled. Okay, that sounds kind of interesting. I guess a lot of his books are kind of like thrillers, mystery type things, crime stuff. I mean, it sounds like something I'd be into. I've wanted to read more like crime mystery books, so I guess this is good. The next one is the Postcard Killers. Oh look, there's two faces on the back of this one, and they're not like ginormous. Let's see. Okay, I guess this one takes place in Paris. NYPD Detective J. Buchanan is a tour of Europe's most gorgeous cities, but the sights aren't what draw him. He sees each museum, each cathedral, and each cafe through the eyes of his daughter's killer. Cannon's daughter Kimmy and her boyfriend were murdered while on vacation in Rome. Since then, young couples in Paris, Copenhagen, Frankfurt, and Stockholm have been found dead. Little connects the murders other than a postcard to the local newspaper that precedes each new victim. Now Cannon teams up with the Swedish reporter Desi Larsson, who has just received a postcard in Stockholm, and they think they know where the next victims will be. Okay. Another like mystery thriller thing. I never knew what James Patterson wrote. I just know he wrote like a billion, trillion, zillion books, kind of like Stephen King. Books, yay. I don't know. I mean, I'm into thrillers, so we'll see if I like them. I gotta read a couple of his books when I get a chance. The next book is Hope to Die, and this is a book in the Alex Cross series, I guess. I think this might be like the second book, I think. Another book that I got is Humans Bow Down, and I remember reading the blurb on the back of this and it sounded really good. I think this is a little bit more like set in the future. So it says, the Great War is over, the robots have won, the humans who survived have two choices. They can submit and serve the vicious rulers they created or be banished to the reserve, a desolate, unforgiving landscape where it's a crime just to be human. So that's like the first paragraph of the back of the book, and it sounds really interesting just by reading that. Definitely seems a lot different than the books that I just showed you guys. It seems a little bit more futuristic, but it still has that crime thriller thing that he's like into. I wonder if this is a more recent release. Okay, yeah, this was published in 2017, so this is definitely a little bit more of a recent book that he's written. I feel like a lot of his older books were probably like suspense kind of stuff. So, yeah. And then the last book I have to show you guys is The Games, a private novel. I think this might not be the first book in a series. It might be like the second or third or something. But this one says, beautiful white sand beaches, gorgeous women, and stunning natural beauty sounds like heaven on earth. But to Jack Morgan, head of the renowned international security firm Private, it's a place where threats are coming fast and furious. As summer reaches full swing, prominent clients he's supposed to protect are disappearing and bodies mysteriously start to litter the streets. The countdown to a deadly spectacle has begun. Jack must fight his way deep into the heart of a ruthless underworld and stop his most destructive enemies ever, before their dark plan can reach a catastrophic end. So I'm guessing it sounds kind of like paranormal, but I don't know. Just because it says he goes to an underworld, but that could just, who knows what that means. But it sounds interesting. So, that was all for my book haul. That was way too much talking, guys. Okay, so, that was all for my book haul. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you like book hauls, give this video a thumbs up. And if you love book hauls, subscribe, because I buy too many books. But seriously, if you just enjoy books in general, subscribe, because I talk about books all the time and it's fun. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys next time for another video. I have a ton of videos to edit, so keep a lookout for all of them, because I got my work cut out for me. But yeah. Whew, I'm in a weird mood today.